Self-Government, Part 5C, in the Building Blocks of a Free Society series. As we learned in the previous section, Montesquieu's writings of a mixed government with executive, legislative, and judicial components greatly influenced our founders. Our founders designed a republic and not a democracy. A democratic republic is an indirect form of democracy. Instead of the people making laws themselves, they elect legislators to do it for them. In contrast, direct democracy requires the full participation of the masses of people in the legislative or decision-making processes of the government. Direct democracy has never worked because people are so preoccupied with their daily tasks that they will not properly study the issues, nor will they take the time to participate in the extensive hearings before committees, etc. The Greeks tried to use democratic mass participation in the government of their city-states, and each time it ended in ochlocracy, or mob rule and tyranny over the minority. James Madison wrote that democracies have been spectacles of turbulence and contention, have been found to be incompatible with personal security or the rights of property, and have been as short in their lives as they have been violent in their deaths. Benjamin Franklin described democracy as two wolves and a lamb deciding what's on the lunch menu. So concerned with the potential for abuse of power against the people, our founders designed a government with a separation of powers shared between three branches at the national level, with further division at the local level. They designed further checks and balances by dividing the legislative branch into a House of Representatives and the Senate. No statute can become law without consideration and approval of both the House and Senate. Furthermore, the President can check the legislature by veto. The legislature can check the President by overriding a veto with a 2/3 majority in both houses. The judiciary has a check on the legislature by reviewing the constitutionality of the legislation. The Congress can check the judiciary by its power to impeach judges. The President can check the judiciary through the ability to nominate judges. And the legislature can check the power of the President through the power of impeachment. And the people have a check on their congressman every 2 years, on their president every 4 years, and on their senators every 6 years. Our founders' sophisticated design for government created a constitutional republic organized under a federal system of shared state and national government, with an intricate system of separation of power to preserve and protect the rights and freedom of its citizens. There are those that would argue that the original Constitution is obsolete. They state that social and economic conditions of our modern society have changed to such an extent that a document written in the late 1700s is no longer relevant. By providing freedom from abuse by those in authority, the Constitution was designed to control something that has not changed and will not change, namely human nature and the corruptibility of power. Key points for Section 5C on self-government. Our founders designed a republic and not a democracy. They specifically designed a constitutional republic with a separation of powers. By providing freedom from abuse by those in authority, the Constitution was designed to control something that has not changed and will never change, namely human nature and the corruptibility of power.